Hey everybody, welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 90 fucking 7. I am your co-host Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host Flex.
And today only, 20% off. No, today we've got our extra super duper special guest, a lady who has just had a great achievement on YouTube, Miss Mandeh.
Glad to be here. Definitely glad to be here finally.
Yeah. So you were otherwise occupied this evening. You've been working like a slave.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh.
Just sitting at friends. I'm on that grind.
Yeah. So be honest. You got off work. You finally turned the key in the lock. You got home. You poured a big shot of tequila or a big shot of whiskey. Which was it?
Whiskey.
We agree.
Me and tequila generally don't mix.
Oh, no. You just gotta bite the lime.
Ugh. And take the salt.
That's it.
Ugh.
It. Actually, that's just amateur.
That just brought back a bad memory. Ooh.
Well, you know what? It's like when I used to, me and Flex both used to drink, and we don't anymore. But when I drank, I used to drink the cheap tequila. And the tequila kind of thing, like where they got nowadays, where it's like top shelf, and it's like you go to a bar and they got like 40 kinds of tequila.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't exist in those days. Tequila was the rot gut cheapest shit that you could buy.
Yep.
Now it's like, what, vodka?
Yeah. Well, vodka has like gotten all fancy. There's like all these Swedish and fancy
Cake batter and they all taste really bad too.
Do they really?
So what's your drink of choice? What do you like to poke?
Well, lately we've been getting into craft beers, and I've been really enjoying a lot of those.
Craft beers.
Mm-hmm.
So are you too good for good old American Bud?
I've never really liked like Budweiser or any of those type of beers. It's just they taste
washed out.
They just all taste like horse piss.
Well, I don't really know what horse piss tastes like, but if it tastes like beer, then yeah, it's no good.
I would assume it tastes similar.
Actually, if you're really, really thirsty and it's really hot, like a Coors or a Budweiser or a Miller or something like that, actually it feels kind of good to slam it, It's like you can't slam really solid beer, You can't like...
You can't slam a Guinness, man.
You can't slam a Guinness. No, you can't.
See, I like the beers where you can kind of just like have it with like a meal, enjoy it.
Savor
9%, 8%, so you get pretty schnockered off it.
Yeah, you get a little buzz for your trouble, other than just have to have constant bathroom breaks.
Oh yeah.
Like, have another Miller Lite? Yeah, sure. As soon as I get back from the toilet.
Yeah, because you don't pay for beer, you just rent it.
Light beer. It's less filling.
Tastes great.
It's just so good.
Yeah. So let's talk about the biggest news going on right now.
Which
Mandeh,
is?
I happen to know that just yesterday, your YouTube channel cracked 1,000 subscribers.
I know.
Yahoo! That's something.
Didn't think that was going to happen.
That is something, man.
It's a pretty big accomplishment. And then on top of that, I actually, the day before that, signed a network deal with Fullscreen, who does like Chaos Silencer, a lot of the really big Call of Duty people.
Awesome.
Yeah, Fullscreen is a big deal.
Yep,
Yeah.
2-year contract with them now.
So
They officially own me.
So do you have to give them any children or anything like that?
Not really.
So now you're actually monetized, and you're going to get the YouTube Monet.
Yup.
No, At 1,000
It's not
users,
that much.
can't you live stream now on YouTube once you hit 1,000 subscribers? Because I know they have a live screen function now, a streaming function. I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah, you can stream on YouTube. I don't know. Do they have like?
I think you got to have 1,000 subscribers and then you're good to go.
I don't know if I would want to though.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as good as streaming on Twitch. Everybody says that.
Well, like Twitch pays out their people really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
That plus, like, I watch a lot of Minecraft streams like at night, and there's one guy on there, Bacon Donut, and I've watched him make like $700, $800, $900 in a night off just donations.
Wow.
That's just the donations, and then Twitch pays them too.
Yep.
And then I know that people with Minecraft servers can make big coin too, right?
A lot of the big Call of Duty people are actually going over to Minecraft and making like servers and charging money. Like Woody's Gamertag, who was like notorious for being on like a Call of Duty YouTuber. It's where he kind of started out, where he got a lot of his fame from. He runs one of the most successful Minecraft servers now, one of the most profitable ones.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I was a long-time subscriber to Woody's Gamertag.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I met him, shook his hand, and got his autograph. But
really?
that was back when he was doing YouTube videos. He doesn't put YouTube videos up anymore. Just PKA. That's it.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to watch it a lot, and it's just got real dry lately. Like he streams once in a while,
But he doesn't. He's not into it like he was, huh?
No, like he easily could be at like 4 or 5 million subscribers right now if he was still doing his show, like his regular episodes.
Well, I have a theory that he stopped doing Call of Duty because like he did one Call of Duty Ghost YouTube video, and it was to say that it was terrible. That he hated the maps. So my theory is that he sucks.
I think it's that. It's either that or he wasn't getting. I know he had like a lot of problems with people were commenting on his Call of Duty videos and saying like a bunch of really shitty stuff to him, and I think that crowd is what he wasn't looking for anymore.
Yeah, they were calling him money whore, saying his kid jerks off dogs, and
Well, plus, like Minecraft, he can enjoy time. Like I know he has kids, and his son plays with him a lot on Minecraft. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's good family time for him. So I mean, whatever makes you happy in the end.
yeah. Now, I have to admit, I am not a Minecraft player. I don't know what the attraction is. It looks. You know how it looks. You know how it looks like somebody who's never played it is looking at what it looks like is like,
Atari.
what is the big deal? What's going on? Why is it so fun? What do you get out of it? What's the deal? What do you do?
Well, kill things, make houses or crazy contraptions. I kind of like playing the modded Minecraft a lot more, actually, just because there's so much more to do, and it's basically like these lone developers that go out and are like, I really love this game, but I want to make it better, and they do that, and it's amazing.
Yeah. So, are you ever thinking about making your own Minecraft server?
I had one for a while, and we really didn't play on it as much. For right now, I'm probably going to stick to single player. I know, like, the crew of people that, you know, like on my usual videos, they wanted to get together and do a Feed the Beast server or a Pixelmon. If you've heard of that, it's like the Pokemon version of Minecraft. But they wanted to get together and do a server, but maybe in the future.
Okay. So one thing you have not been posting that much lately is Grand Theft Auto videos.
Yeah. Me and GTA aren't friends anymore.
Oh, what happened?
Well, what happened was, you know, when they had all those DNS servers going around and people were getting like billions and billions of free cash and all that.
Right.
Of course, I'm not going to say that I wasn't given free money, but I had like $5 million prior to that happening, and when they reset everyone, they took not only the modded money, which I was completely okay with, but they took all of my other money and gave me like $300,000, which you can blow in
2 seconds.
5 minutes. Yeah. So it was just like the point, like they promised a lot of things and everyone was expecting them by now, and they just kind of were like, yeah, no, we're not going to do any of these things and we're going to take your money. It was just like, kind of the cherry on top for me, you know?
It's like,
Adding the old insult.
fuck
to
you, GTA!
I was just like, I came on and I like repaired my cars and got like a couple guns and ammo and I like blew half my money and I'm like, this is bullshit. No.
So they took money that you earned legit.
Yeah, like legitly from running missions and everything like that.
Oh, man.
Because they were saying, oh, we're going to go through your money logs for your accounts and we're going to see what you actually earned versus what was given to you. And they didn't do that. They literally were like, here's a random number. Congratulations.
Chopped you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who do you complain to? I mean, you know, where's customer service?
I don't know, like that. If they would have, like, even if that happened and they would have brought out like heists or something, like a way for us to make legit money, I would have done it. But I'm not running the same missions that I've been running for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
You know?
So where are the heists?
I don't even think the heists are out yet. I don't know. I haven't.
Are they
been keeping
gonna
up.
come out, or is it just like, is this bullshit?
It was supposed to be out like when the online came on. And they're like, oh, it's going to come out next month. It's going to come out next month. Maybe by April. Maybe by fucking 2018. I don't know.
Yeah, by that time it'll be on the Xbox 2.
The what?
The Xbox 2. Yeah, we're already past the Xbox One. This will be when the next one comes out.
The Xbox 720 360 no scope. I don't know.
No scope.
Or some people might call it the Xbox 720p. Ba-ching!
By the way, I'm going to be finally getting mine probably this month.
Oh, really?
Excellent.
Yeah, one of my buddies here in town bought one, and he's pretty well off guy, but he bought one to use it for Netflix. Didn't realize he had to pay for his gold membership, and he's like, I don't want it. It's fucking useless to me. $350. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And it comes with Rise and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And I'm like, fucking sign me up.
Definitely. Well, you know, it's like, it's not exactly bristling with shitloads of games. It's not like you've been just completely missing the boat or anything. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I heard it's been pretty shitty, actually, on the one. Like,
Well, you know, you got your Call of Duty Ghosts. Oh, that's right. You got your Titanfall. Oh, that's right. You got your Battlefield 4. Oh, that's right. It's like the Xbox 360 has all those things. It's not a whole lot on the thing that you can't get on 360.
Yeah. I heard they had, like, a breaking problem, too, with the ones.
I hadn't heard about that. What's the word?
You're breaking up, Flex. What?
I'm breaking up.
Oh, mine's breaking up for a second. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, so earlier he had it clipped to his scrotum, and it was a little muffled.
Yeah, it was.
My headset keeps doing that weird stuff again.
That weird stuff.
I don't get it.
Buzzing.
There it
Yeah.
goes.
So Flex is using a new microphone that he doesn't normally use. It's a clip-on. It's like he's like a
Yeah.
TV personality.
Like,
Oh, is it actually like high def or?
excuse me a second. The Minnesota Wild had just progressed in the Stanley Cup playoffs to the next series of the playoffs. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I had to do
Oh,
that.
really?
Fuck you!
Ah,
Thank you very
God.
much. Sorry for the interruption.
greatest soccer team in Minnesota.
You could be, if you come here, you could be executed for that.
Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus Christ. So now that you're a YouTube Monet and all that jazz, so what's next? Oops.
I was fucking with my microphone.
Can you hear us?
Yep. Can you wait? Is it echoing at all on your side?
Huh.
It's not echoing here.
It's not
Okay,
echoing
good.
here.
I'm gonna leave it like this then. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So now that you're a kind of a big deal on the YouTube scene, so what's next for your channel?
That's a good question.
I think your Call of Duty videos are very, very good. I mean, they're really good.
I like them. My daughter loves
they-
your Minecraft stuff. She's She's like, why didn't you tell me about this person before?
See, Minecraft hasn't been doing too well on my channel. Like, I mean, prior to getting network, Minecraft is actually the only thing I could monetize, so I was trying to do that as much as possible just because it was extra, you know. And I'm really sad. Like, I think if I ever get to the point where I have, like, a decent following, like a large following, I'll probably split off and do a separate Minecraft channel just for that.
No, wait a minute. You can't monetize anything but Minecraft?
Well, like, Call of Duty, for instance, at least to my knowledge, and this is what I've always been told by people, like, the actual videos itself, you don't technically own the license to the gameplay.
Right.
Right.
So you couldn't monetize it. But Mojang is really, like, the way that Minecraft got so popular was because a lot of people were streaming it and doing YouTube videos about it, and they were making money off of it. So Mojang was like, the reason why we're a big company and the reason why this has been so successful is because you guys have been out there basically giving us free advertising. So if you want to monetize our product, go ahead, as long as you're not reselling the actual product, they don't care.
Well, I thought there's lots of channels that monetize lots of different things.
I mean, out of the bigger video games, Minecraft is the only one I know of, at least.
Well, what about all these Call of Duty channels, these professional Call of Duty channels? It's like, aren't they getting monetized?
Mm-hmm. Well, once you have a network, that's when you are able to monetize those videos.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like now, like the past, I would probably say about 60,000 of my views I haven't got paid for because they were Call of Duty videos.
Wow, I had no idea.
I did not know that.
Yeah. At least that's what I've always been told.
Yeah.
Granted, only 60,000 views really isn't that much when you break it down into a basic YouTube partnership. Like a non-network partnership, it's really not that much money.
Yeah. Well, I heard that last week or two that YouTube is really cracking down on people using misleading tags and you know.
Have you ever seen Mr. Technical Difficulty before?
I've heard of him.
He was like an old Call of Duty, and then he went to like one of those like live cam Omegle type channels. About, I think he had 2 million subscribers. He lost his channel for that, actually.
Oh, really?
And, wow. Yeah, he had a backup channel, thankfully, that had like 500,000 subscribers that he's on now. And he's doing pretty good, but he actually lost, his 2 million subscriber channel for, what he was doing is he was taking his old tags, and instead of like going through and like taking away the ones that didn't mean anything for that video, he was just copy paste everything. And he had one that was like from a video he did for Miley Cyrus or something like that, or a parody or something. And he copied and pasted in one of his videos that had nothing to do about Miley Cyrus, and they flagged him for it.
Wow. Well, see, I think they should, because like if you click something in the search bar, you want to get something that you want to see. You don't want to just see somebody who's scamming the search engine optimization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're cracking down on people that are, I guess it's technically against YouTube policy to like take tags and write them in a description. That's why they have a tag section when you are actually uploading your video. So they're actually flagging a lot of people for that too.
Right. So did you have to go back on any of your videos and clean them up or anything?
I probably should.
Just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Well, now that you're partnered, you might want to take a look at that shit.
Yeah, before I get my ass kicked.
Yeah. So are you going to start a podcast? Maybe you should start a podcast.
Me and Ozzy were going to start a podcast like a while ago. We talked about it like briefly, and I really wanted to do one, but never got around to it. I really should.
You should.
If you need any kind of help, oh shit, I got a pop-up thing. If you need any kind of help, we'll do whatever we can. Technical.
You guys have like almost 100 episodes under your belt, so yeah.
Getting there, man.
Yeah, we're
getting there. We haven't missed a week.
Not once.
Unbroken. That's the thing.
You guys are a lot more consistent than I get distracted too easy. I'll be like, I just want to play Call of Duty. Shit.
So you've hit Master Prestige, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been about a week now, which is probably why my uploads have been back to daily.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
That's
Thank you.
pretty, not bad
Josh.
for a girl.
A.
Oh, that's a 10-yard penalty for clipping.
So, are you ever going to teach Ozymandias how to play the game?
If Ozymandias ever gets his ass on fucking Xbox and stops dying or whatever he's doing, then yeah, maybe.
Now, he was saying that he's having a hard time working out the intricacies of the Elgato.
Yeah, and it's actually a weird story how he got the Elgato. He doesn't even know who sent it to him.
Oh, really? Somebody just sent it to him.
Mm-hmm. Like he said he like went outside and the mail guy was there and then just handed him a box and he's like, all right, signs for it, opens it up and it's an Elgato.
Wow.
Wow.
What a trip.
Maybe
Because
it's
his
the
Taj
tooth
can't
fairy.
record for his Xbox One.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, the Elgato is pretty much the easiest one to use of all time.
That's what I told him. I was like, use the Hauppauge, which is like 5 times harder. Are you retarded?
Their new Hauppauge works pretty. I got the Pocket Hauppauge. That works like a charm.
Yeah, he got a new one.
Yeah, I saw it on what episode? I think it was like 95 or 96. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's cool because
The Rocket.
You can pull that.
The Rocket. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I can plug in. I'm gonna grab me one of these.
It's just what the USB drive goes right into it.
Yeah, your USB
That's
drive plugs
so
in,
badass.
and you can just pop it right out while it's still running. I mean, the thing can be powered on. You can pop it out, check out your video. It's cool.
It doesn't even have to be connected to a computer either.
No, it doesn't have to be connected to a computer. It goes
The
through.
only downside is like flash drives only go. Well, you can get like a 32 or 64 gig one, but they're not really that big. Not for cheap, at least.
No, they're
Yeah,
not. I got
yeah.
a 32 in it, I think.
Well, the great feature about the Elgato is to be able to backtrack, so you don't have to record ever until something good happens.
That is the bonus of the Elgato.
I never got like really good at using mine. Like it eats your hard drive because it's constantly running like a microfile in the background.
Yep.
And I could never find where the microfile actually saves to. So I was just like eating my hard drive, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it backlogs 2 gig, don't it?
Huh?
It backlogs 2 gig of space, doesn't it?
Well, I think 2
Something
hours of
like that.
space.
2 hours?
I think
Is it 2 hours or 2 gig?
Well,
it
yeah,
caches.
it
It
wouldn't be
caches
that
like
much.
2 hours or something. If you've been playing a long time and you take that scroll bar all the way back, I think it's like 2 hours.
I've done
That's
it a
a
couple
lot.
times. I think once I get like an external hard drive that's like 2 terabytes or something, I'll just do it that way.
Yeah. What does my life?
There's so many times I've missed like great moments.
Yeah, and there's no theater mode.
Yeah,
I'm bummed about that.
I mean, they said they didn't put theater mode in the game because it actually caused lag because they were technically recording the whole game as it was happening. But I would have actually taken a little bit of lag comp in return for theater mode.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because people still complain about lag in Ghost, so,
There's a lot.
I mean, you know, it's not like it solved every problem that ever happened just because they took out theater mode.
If they would, I think the biggest thing that I have wrong with Ghosts is it's the spawn mechanics are just so awful in that game.
Oh,
Like-
man.
It's mostly because it's not a 3-lane map, so it's a lot harder to position where you are versus where your team is and how to like actually make it spawn. But like everyone complained about the map, so I would rather personally go back to the 3-lane map. And I hope the next Call of Duty, which I think is actually going to be announced tomorrow. Yeah, actually it is. I would rather go back to the 3-lane map so that the spawns, it's just easier to predict and it's easier to be in a safe spot. Because I've literally been on like free fall blitz and just watch people spawn directly in front of me. And I'm like, I actually want to feel bad for killing you, but I'm going to kill you because it's a free kill.
Because there you are.
It's a
And I
free.
mean, like, not even like 20 feet away. It must have been like 5-6 feet maybe.
And you were looking at it when that happened?
Directly looking at him spawn.
Now, see, that is bullshit.
Yeah, that is... As I said, I felt bad, but at the same time, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, what did you think about Black Ops 2?
Oh, Black Ops 2 is probably my favorite Call of Duty ever.
Yeah, I mean they did it right. I mean the maps were good. I mean there were a couple of big ones that I wasn't crazy about, like Turbine. I wasn't crazy about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I mean, it's good for, like, it's good to have diversity, though, in the maps, even though the larger ones weren't really made. Like, if you play Ground War and you're sniping on that map, it's really fun. Especially, like, Domination, Ground War.
Yeah.
But, their maps in general were just really well balanced, and their guns, like, that's my big thing. There wasn't, like, a super overpowered gun in Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
And you actually had a chance to, like, turn around and fight in a gunfight. Like, you get 2-shot and ghosts with every weapon.
Yeah, yeah. By the time you realize you've been shot at, you're already dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like built-in hardcore.
And I hate hardcore. I mean, Ghost.
Sorry, Mango. Sorry.
Ghost has done some really good things, though. But at the same time, it's just they could do so much better with the game, and they didn't.
Yeah. Well, the DLC is all much better than the stock maps. I mean,
yeah.
Like that fucking snow map. What's that called?
Whiteout.
Whiteout. Like, oh my god.
Have you ever played that on Domination?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Try getting B flag on that. It is so bad.
That is bad.
It is.
And then Chasm. It's like, what were they thinking? What were they thinking?
It's like somebody ate a map and threw it up.
It's like you can get you don't check your corners. You can't check 13 corners.
Yeah, because it's literally like everything's torn down. It's like dark little corners everywhere, and then there's really high camping spots. And
there's like 18 layers of height on it.
It's like too busy of a map.
You can be shot from so many places. It's like you can't check your corners. It's impossible.
Like most maps, even if I don't like them on core, I'll like them in Infected because I play a lot of Infected lately. But even that map, it's just like there's nowhere good to go on that map. It's way too cut up, way too busy.
It's so big that you would think there's some parts of it that nothing ever happens, and then certain parts of it everything happens.
And it's easy to stay in people spawn in that map because of how large and how, I guess, it's very even on each side, so people can literally sit in your spawn and just pick you off as you're spawning.
Yeah. So that's one of the dumbest maps that I've ever seen.
I think my favorite though would be the Dome remake, Unearthed.
Oh really? Okay. Well, everybody loved Dome.
Oh yeah, that was favorite Modern Warfare 3 map ever.
Now you played Modern Warfare 3.
Kinda. I mean, I played the end of Modern Warfare 2 like a couple days, not very many. And I didn't really get into Modern Warfare 3 because I was really bad, like 0.2, 0.3 KD bad.
Oh, that's
I
flex
didn't understand the
territory
game.
there.
Hang on, Anna's hollering at me. You want the time, man? It's 10 minutes till 10.
That's flex time.
Why don't you just look at your cell phone? I don't know. So yeah. So your KD was really bad, but now you're a fucking beast.
Yeah, almost 1.7, I think.
All right.
That is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I played against you. I know.
Yeah, that one gaming night we had on what was it, a Tuesday, and you're like, you should not try so hard. I'm like, I'm not trying. I think I won like almost every game that night. I felt bad. I was like, I'm just gonna lose the last one.
Yeah. Well, I remember one of the first videos you ever put up on your channel was you and Ozzy going one-on-one. I think it was with KSGs on the Nuketown map.
Yeah, we did snipers, and then we did KSGs, and then I can't remember. We did I think it was like whatever gun you wanted, or knives or something, or tomahawks. Yeah.
Yeah, and I expected, because I was under the impression that Ozzy was like really, really a badass Call of Duty player. You know,
I love you, Oz,
new versus pro and all that jazz. So then when I saw you like beating up on him, it's like, oh come on, Ozzy, stop letting the girl win.
No, I'm pretty deadly in Black Ops 2.
I fucking know it. I know it. So when did
with knives though?
So you've been on the same. You've been on a Google Hangout with Drifter.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Twice now, I believe.
How did you wrangle that?
I don't know. He follows me on Twitter too, so I don't question it.
That's awesome.
That's
The
cool.
series, like, I randomly get a follower one day on Twitter. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what? I like instantly message Ozzy. I'm like, did you tell him to follow me or something? Because like I really didn't want you to do that. Like that's not why we're friends or anything. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
Well, we'll see. There you go. You're up and coming. I mean, it's just all part of the deal, you know, the YouTuber deal.
Hopefully, one day can get that big.
Flex.
Right now, it seems to be doing pretty good though, so I'm not complaining.
Flex. We have friends in high places. High
Yes.
five.
I always like told myself if I like ever became like a really, really big YouTuber, like several hundred thousands, which might
Could
happen.
happen. It could happen.
Never know. I always wanted to do like that, like once a month, like shadow a small YouTuber and like try to help them get bigger, because like that's the hardest thing when you start off with YouTube is like getting that first like couple thousand, because once you get the couple thousand you start to roll, and then that's when numbers just start to get really high. But that first like year and a half of YouTube is like the shittiest time.
Well, if you just keep turning on the record switch and cranking out content, you'll get there.
Yeah, it's just going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, not being an idiot.
When you get home, don't veg out. Make videos.
Well, what I do usually is on my days off, I just make a shit ton of videos, and then I just pre-schedule them for upload.
Oh, okay.
You use the schedule uploader?
Mm-hmm. It's actually really nice.
Really? Never really tried it. I sort of didn't trust it.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, but then I don't deposit my checks at the ATM either. I have trust issues with technology.
Ron
you-
Yam's wife. Run!
Are you paranoid? Are you like Ozzy Osbourne? Paranoid?
Well, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
Yes.
Or are they?
That's right.
I'm not-
You know, Flex,
When you're
a
this
couple
cool,
weeks ago,
everybody's out to get you.
Flex went to the Black Sabbath concert, baby.
I know. Lucky bastard, you.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Have a good ass time.
I had a great time. My
Up in
daughter,
Canada.
on the other hand, told me that she wasn't having a good time. I don't know. So I guess somebody was yelling in her ear the whole time, screaming Ozzy.
I'd be like, shut up. You're having the best experience of your life. Shut up.
And then
Enjoy.
we left the concert, and she's like, "That was the best concert ever." And I was like, "Okay."
All right.
She liked it, so it
Well,
was
see,
awesome.
most people take their kids that age to see, I don't know, Hannah Montana or shit like that.
Yeah, she
No.
I used to go to concerts when I was a kid.
she don't like-
Now, did you ever go? Were you ever a fan of like teeny bopper kind of shit when you were that age? I mean, did you have like Backstreet Boys or any of that shit?
No. Hell no. I was like, I just want to go outside and play.
Did you make fun of the people who were into that shit?
Nah, I was a pretty carefree child. That's how I generally am, just whatever.
Whatever.
All right. Well, tell us about your childhood.
My childhood. It was spent many years playing outside on the concrete in the city of Pittsburgh. Yeah.
So you're a homegirl from Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Inner city Pittsburgh, gunshots, craziness. Yeah.
So how are you handling it now that you left?
I'll tell you one thing, there's a lot of hicks out here, and there's a lot of hicks out here.
Now, you're in Atlanta?
No, God, no.
Oh,
Wait.
I'm in Kokomo, Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Okay,
Indiana.
yeah.
God, no, not Atlanta. I would, no.
Hey, Atlanta's supposed to be a hip town.
No.
you were misinformed.
It's
you don't-
pretty hot.
Now, you don't want to insult any people from Indiana. They watch YouTube videos, you know.
Yeah, with their little, horses and pigs running on a wheel to make electricity.
So, are you planning on ever going back to Pittsburgh?
We're thinking by the end of the year, actually.
Oh, really? That soon?
We came out here because my husband's dad got sick, so we were like spending family time and all that. But he's doing really good. He's in remission now, so woo.
Woo!
And since that's happening, we really want to go home. And my mom and my family's still out there, so
Yeah, well, you can't stay away too long.
no. The city's a lot nicer too. There's a lot more opportunity for making money, for networking, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so how you like the job that you're at now?
That sums it
That's
up.
funny. That's really funny. That's fucking terrible.
Oh God. Well, what are you gonna do? It's like you're still young. You'll have lots of different jobs.
Put it this way. When I worked in Pittsburgh, I worked in a hospital, and I was a floater, so sometimes I would end up working in the emergency room, and I cleaned up dead bodies, and I enjoyed that more than what I do now.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, I work in a hospital, and I have old grizzled veterans coming at me all day long. All day
You
long.
work in a VA?
I work in the VA hospital. Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Hey, these are people who've served to give you your freedom,
I know,
baby.
but I can't do mental patients. Ugh.
Well, they're not mental. I'm in the glasses department.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm not going to say that there's not plenty of mental vets in every clinic, because some of them are pretty wacky.
Yeah, there is.
We've had a couple, and it's not fun.
Yeah, well, they've been through some crazy shit. You know, you see guys, you know, in wheelchairs with like both legs gone and shit like that. And yeah, it kind of reminds you of the fact that, you know, hey.
I have a lot of respect for the guys, but I'm a very, I don't know the word for it, I'm not very tolerant of crazy people.
You're not tolerant of crazy people. Flex, leave the room.
Kidding, of course. I can't deal with a lot of screaming and confrontation. No.
Go and dig the
So you're not like always screaming and fighting, you know, at home. Your home life is chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very chill people.
Yeah. So I don't think you've ever shown your hubby on any of your videos, have you?
Probably not. Now that I think about it. I should get him in here, but he's in there eating dinner.
Well, if Woody's Gamertag can drag his, you know, autistic son into the deal, you know, you can. It's like I've grabbed my wife. We've grabbed Flex's wife and his kid. You know, we gotta grab his name is Josh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta grab Josh and get him in here.
He's really camera shy too, for whatever reason. He's a musician, so he doesn't like to be seen, rather heard.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He's one of those mysterious people.
Now he streams video games.
He wanted to stream Magic, actually.
Okay.
Like the Gathering game.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess like he had no plans of a face cam then.
I guess not. I don't know. Maybe the electronic version of it. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, you know what? Everybody's playing right now is Hearthstone.
Yeah, I mean, I was a huge World of Warcraft person, but I could never get into it.
Have you tried Hearthstone?
I haven't tried.
I tried it when it was in its beta, because like they sent off a lot of people like invites for it that played WoW, and I never was a card game type of person.
I haven't played it, and it doesn't look like the kind of game that would really do it for me. But it's like the people I've watched people stream it, and the people who are getting into it are just digging the shit out of it.
Oh yeah. Well, it goes off of all the lore from World of Warcraft, which has a huge following, like massively huge following.
Yeah, well, you know, plus it seems like just the gameplay is satisfying.
Yeah.
So.
If I was going to play anything from Blizzard again, it would probably be WoW, which is going into its last expansion, so I might actually do that.
Yeah, so do you play any of the, you know, there's some games, if you look at Twitch, number one with a bullet every single time.
League of Legends.
League of Legends.
Yo.
So, have you tried it? Or you?
I tried it, and I don't know. I never really played any like those 3-lane type. I don't even know what
They're
what are
called
they?
MOBAs.
MOBAs. There we go. But I never got into those. Like, I tried to play, and their community isn't like very friendly to people that are starting off.
Right. Yeah.
So,
That's what
like,
my sister said.
Yeah, so they'd be like, you're whatever character, you're supposed to be on freaking bottom or middle, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They're like, why aren't you getting this many kills, and you're not supposed to get last hit, and I'm like, alright dude, chill the fuck out, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, like, you're really starting to piss me off.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, several of those kind of games are really big on Twitch, like Dota 2,
Yeah.
Smite.
I never played Smite. I heard it's like similar to WoW, isn't it?
It's a third-person multiplayer online battle arena kind of thing. It's got a lot to it's got a lot in common with like League of Legends, except you're playing like third person or something like that. That's what I understand.
Huh.
I don't know, but those kind of games are huge. Those PC
Well, they're like really competitive
free-to-play.
games.
Yeah.
I mean, you have people that are getting what is it, like sports visas to come over to America from other countries to play League of Legends.
Not getting the April show.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
They're not getting on TV.
Okay, I'm on the show.
I am wife.
Her name is Ann. She's like, griping about something about the TiVo. It's not recording the April stuff. I was like, whatever.
Time for the DVR.
we have a TiVo, but I never use it. First of all, I hardly ever watch TV. Most game people don't spend a lot of time watching TV.
I don't even have cable. Not anymore.
Mm.
The only shows I watch are on HBO, and I use my mom's Comcast login on my iPad.
So what's your favorite show on HBO?
It'd probably be between True Blood and Game of Thrones. True Blood is really good. Really, really good. Even though they're in their final season now, so that'll be kind of depressing. And Game of Thrones is... I like George R.R. Martin's writing. As evil as he fucking is, it's a really good show. It's done really well.
Everybody is talking about Game of Thrones, man.
Do you watch it?
I tried. It was like when it first came out, I watched like 3 episodes and it was work. I couldn't hardly. The
first season's a little rough, but most seasons are generally like the first ones are usually like the beginning plot lines, getting to know characters, and they're usually like slow and not fun. But like once you get into the show,
Then it
it's
starts
good.
rolling.
Yeah.
Well, then if it's that good, then I'll have a marathon. What do you call it when you binge? I'll have a binge thing. It'll last for weeks.
Either pick that up or pick up Breaking Bad if you haven't.
Oh yeah. I watched Breaking Bad.
I love Breaking Bad.
That was so good.
Oh yeah. I didn't see that last season coming the way it did, and I was just like, oh shit.
How about that machine gun in the car? Is that fucking cool? M60.
And they're actually doing a spin-off from that show too.
Are they?
Who are they going to focus on?
Sal.
Sal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what he's on right now? He's on a brand new show. It's called Fargo.
Really?
On FX.
Yeah, with Billy Bob Thornton.
He plays the chief of police in some Minnesota podunk.
That's ironic.
I know, and he's clueless.
Oh, go figure.
Most of us are.
He's a dummy.
Supposedly, the guy that played Walter White just came out with a new movie where he's like a Russian mobster or something like that, or a TV show, one of the two.
I could believe that, but he's almost in danger of being typecast because he's so well known in that role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, before he was in that, he was Malcolm in the Middle's dad.
Mm-hmm. Back in the 90s.
Yo.
Yeah, I used to watch that show.
I did too. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together till like I saw a post on Facebook. I'm like, wait, what? Oh shit.
Well, he just looks so evil with that shaved head and that goatee, and it's like and the glasses. He looks so different.
He looks good though.
I am the danger.
He just It's genius how they made like his plot progression so well. Like he started off so innocent, and then he just got hooked and hooked and hooked and hooked, and just it became from I want to save my family to this is me, I'm amazing, fuck you guys.
Yeah, he had good intentions. You know, he started it off with good intentions. This poor guy, he's like dying of cancer. He's worried about his family. Got a bun in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a millionaire because fuck you guys.
Yep.
So you should watch that show. It's on, like if you have cable, it's like on demand and you can catch up.
I can get
Fargo.
on demand on my iPad.
Yeah. Check out Fargo. It's like it's in Minnesota, and everybody talks with that super kind of exaggerated Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, we all talk like this there.
There's a girl that actually works at one of the stores in my district that's from Minnesota, and she has a super Minnesota accent.
Yep.
Like, you betcha.
Oh, it's bad. I'm just like,
Oh, it's bad.
Didn't expect that. I'm used to the hick thing.
So how do people talk in Indiana? Do they just talk like sort of Middle America, or do they have a Southern accent, or what is it?
I mean, there's a lot of people here that are from like Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky. There's a lot of people from Kentucky here. So if you're like in the more city-ish part, people generally talk like how normal people talk. But when you get out into the country, they start to get a little hick.
Now, see, you're from Pittsburgh, so you don't have any kind of an unusual accent. But people from Philadelphia sometimes.
Pittsburgh has their own like slang though. It's weird. Like instead of saying like, I need to grab this and this, we'll be like, I need to grab that and that. Like in that, it's a Pittsburgh thing. Like if you Google Pittsburgh slang, there'll be like lists of weird things that we say that I guess you don't see in most places.
Yeah. Well, so how do you feel about people from Philadelphia?
Have you ever been to Philadelphia before?
No, I never have.
It's
No, I
terrible.
haven't.
It's really bad.
Philly.
Yeah. Plus, if you're a hockey fan, I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, obviously, and we have a pretty bad rivalry with the Flyers, so fuck Philly.
Oh, wow. I watched
Actually-
Jive Turkey videos. He always says, live from the 2-1 motherfucking 5.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
Like it. Die-hard Penguins fan. Love my Penguins.
Damn, I'm surrounded by hockey fans.
Yeah.
Well, football in Pittsburgh has sucked since, we got Ben Roethlisberger, and he decided to faceplant the 10th Street Bridge. He's been really shitty after that, so football's pretty much out of the question for me for a while.
Well, you guys have had your days in the sun. I'm not going to say
Oh,
day
yeah.
because you've had many, many days in the sun over the
We had
decades.
six Super Bowls? Something like that.
Yeah. You guys have not exactly, been like crying in your beers. I mean, you've got a history.
We have a history, but we just have a really bad lineup right now, and a lot of our people that were good are getting to be too old to be playing football.
Yeah.
Like Troy Polamalu's, I think, almost 40 now, or he is 40 or something. But you can see his age is wearing down on his ability.
Well, I remember Terry Bradshaw beating the Cowboys. I grew up in Dallas, so I was a Cowboy fan at that time, and my poor Cowboys lost in the Super Bowl to the Pittsburgh Steelers on a couple of occasions.
Oops.
Terry Bradshaw.
Whoop, whoop.
Now he's pretty funny. Like, what was he? He was in like that movie Failure to Launch.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. Yeah, he was pretty funny in that.
He's been in a couple of movies.
He used to be on Leno all the time. He was funnier than hell on Leno.
Wait, isn't Leno done now or something
Yeah,
like that?
Leno's done now. It's Jimmy Fallon now.
Oh, shit.
Did they put him out to stud to raise up the next generation of late night hosts?
Yeah.
Wasn't like Stephen Colbert or something like taking his spot or something like that?
Oh, Stephen Colbert is going to take David Letterman's spot.
Or David Letterman's spot, that's who it was, yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? His right after Letterman is the Craig Ferguson show. He's
don't think I've ever seen
he's a Scottish comedian guy. who
Oh,
does the
God.
show. And because he didn't get the Letterman show, he's quitting at the end of his contract at the end of the year. So Flex is telling me that who is replacing him?
Chelsea Handler may replace him.
Chelsea
Yeah.
Handler.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever watched Chelsea lately?
I've seen it a couple times,
She
and
turns a lot of people off.
yeah. Meh. I never really got into like news shows or any of those like late night. Usually late night for me was like Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what time zone are you in Indiana? Are you Central?
We were actually this is a weird part about Indiana that I don't get. We were Central just because of Chicago time, Chicago time. And then I guess like a bunch of years ago, the governor was like, "We're not going to be Central no more. We're now Eastern Standard Time." Okay. So now we have daylight savings time out here because my husband, when he was a kid, didn't have daylight savings time or whatever. He was Mountain Time or Central, whatever it is. And now he's like, "Yeah, we have to deal with that shit all the time." I'm like, okay.
So you're Eastern time then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn. Damn, that means I hate you people in Eastern time zone. I'm out here in the West and you guys have already gone to bed when I want to play.
Yeah, I have family out in California, so it'd be awkward getting that like random phone call at like 2:00 in the morning. You're like, "Oh my God, I'm trying to sleep. What do you want?"
Want to play a little Call of Duty?
I usually like tonight, for instance, I don't have to go to bed until like 5 or 6 a.m., so I'll probably be on all night.
So you got a mixed up sleep schedule, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, like I'll work night, and then randomly like a morning shift right after a night, which really sucks. And then I'll have like 2 days off, and then I'll have a bunch of mornings, and it flip flops every other day, pretty much.
So what's the secret? Coke?
Oh yeah.
Coke is
that
it?
stuff, no. Ew.
Drugs are bad, okay? Don't do drugs.
Some
Okay?
drugs are bad.
And seatbelts save lives, so buckle up. I don't
Hey,
know where that
that's a
came from.
game that you could stream or you could play as the South Park Stick of Truth.
You know, my roommate actually bought it and beat it already, and he's like, "Well, if you want to try it out," I'm like, eh. I saw it like get streamed, and
Wasn't
I don't
that
know.
great?
Then float your boat.
not really. Like, it's fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a good game from like my opinion, but like I wouldn't want it. It's not something I'd play.
Hmm. So what game are you really looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to finally playing some goddamn Titanfall again. I played beta, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it is a good game. It is a good game. It's good on 360 as well as Xbox One. It's like
Yeah, I heard that there's like mixed reviews because it's made by, what is the company name? It's like a
Bluepoint.
Bluepoint. I was gonna say Blueprint, but same thing. But yeah, it's made by a separate company, so a lot of people were kind of iffy about it. But I don't see the point in buying a game when I'm literally around the corner from getting my Xbox One.
Well, if you're gonna spend $60 on the game, you might as well get it on the Xbox One.
Yeah. That's kind of what I've been holding off for. And I played it in beta, so I mean, it's not like I haven't got to experience the game. It's just, I'm not going to spend money on something I don't need to.
Now, did you play it on a PC or the Xbox One?
On the PC, because I still don't have a one.
So, are you any good when using a keyboard and mouse on first-person shooters? I suck.
Yeah, I'm not very good.
I'm great at playing like MMOs with like, I mean, you can see it's a very complex mouse.
Wow.
But like playing first person shooters on it, not so much. If I could hook my like 360 controller up to this, which I could do, it wouldn't be that hard to do, and play it on there, I'd probably be amazing.
Wow. Well, I heard that Titanfall on the PC supports the controller and it does it well.
Yeah. I've done it a couple times with, I used to play an MMO, like a side-scrolling MMO, and I hooked up a controller to it once. It's pretty easy, surprisingly.
Yeah. Now they have scuff controllers for the Xbox One.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's actually what I need to order. I might do it this paycheck or next paycheck. I have to order one. because I'm not playing on a regular controller. I'm too used to a scuff now.
Yeah, once you get scuffed, man, you just
Oh, they're amazing too. Like my husband doesn't have a scuff, but when he uses mine, he's like, "This is awesome."
It's really good on Titanfall because you got that jump button.
Mm-hmm.
It's like because the parkour, you're jumping on walls all over the place. It's like you never have to take your hand off the thumbstick.
See, I had one problem with my scuff, and it was like a minor thing, and like their customer service kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but it's kind of like one of those things where you just gotta have to suck it up. But my paddles, like the newer ones, the paddles are actually like embedded into like the actual casing that they make for the back of the controller. I had one before they did that, so they're like a free floating thing. So when I would click them, I guess I would pull them too close, like outwards, and it would snap, just completely snap off.
Yeah, you showed a picture of it, or you put a video or something.
Yeah.
It's like I saw it, and it's like, wow, that looks pretty flimsy.
Yeah, so I didn't know for one that they had like kits that are like $10 that you can just literally unscrew it, rescrew it back on. So I like emailed them. I'm like, hey, I literally just got this controller. Like, it was like 95 days. I was like right out of the 90-day mark, and I was like, well, can I just get this replaced? And they're like, well, if you send it back and pay us $20, and I was like, not doing that. So for one, they didn't tell me about the kit, which would have been amazing if they would have been like, oh, by the way, if you don't want to do this, this is your option because you know customer service. But like 2 months after that, I found the repair kit and did it myself, and it's fine now.
All right, there you go. So this is the Xbox One Scuff One, and you can see the controller or the paddles. It's like I only got the two, and they have like a nice indentation here where they really are
That's
solid.
Really nice. Is it just a solid blue controller, or did you get like?
Oh, no, it's black. It just looks blue on the video. There's a
okay.
Control Freak on top.
Nice.
Do you use Control Freaks?
Yep. I don't use the higher ones. I use the what are they called? They're like smaller and they're green and they have a K on them.
Oh, sniper.
Yeah, they're barely lifted. I like them like that. The ones that were too high, my thumbs.
You tried the big one and it was too big, and the other one was just right. Are you Goldilocks?
I guess so.
It's just right.
The Goldilocks of Control Freaks.
It's like, I don't know. Everybody uses Control Freaks. Why don't they just make the fucking Xbox controller already have the height? You know?
Well, Scuff actually does that now, where you can get different lengths of the sticks. I think they're trying to compete.
I don't know why Xbox and PlayStation didn't just make their sticks taller.
It's not even really the height for me. It's the comfort and the texture. The traction is actually better for me. It feels better.
Yeah, it does. It feels really good. That grip. That grip stuff, whatever the hell that shit is. It's like, I want that on my car. I want my steering wheel to be like that.
Speaking of which, did you get the Scuff grip on your Scuff controller?
Yes, I did. I got the Scuff grip.
Awesome.
It is good. I didn't, on my Xbox 360 controller, I cheaped out. I didn't get the grip.
Really? Oh.
And after trying it, it's like, yeah, I wish I had got the grip.
I mean, you could use something like Squid Grips, though, if you ever wanted to.
Well, you're kind of a person who promotes Squid Grips. You use them for giveaways and stuff. So do you use them on your own controller?
I did on my controller before I got my Scuff, and I thought the Scuff grip I would still be able to like use it on there if I wanted to ever have that option. And because of how the texture is on the Scuff, I can't put a Squid Grip on there.
It doesn't really stick.
No, it falls off relatively easy, and it's not like Squid Grip's design problem. It's just how the Scuff is made. It won't work like that.
Yeah. So if you actually could put a live squid on your controller, do you think you'd want to do that?
I think my husband would take it off my controller and wrap it up into sushi and eat it before I'd have a chance.
It's like you'd have to use a new squid every time.
Oh yeah, you'd just be like
fresh squid.
It's like your hands and your controller would smell like bait. See, this is an actual squid grip.
Actual.
This is a squid. This is my controller.
The real deal.
That'd be a good video. It was like make a squid. It's like we're gonna have an actual squid grip and pull out like a slimy squid. It's like, okay, we're gonna wrap it around here. It's like
they'd be like, and sponsorship.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do a giveaway. I saw your video today.
Hmm.
By the way, you're holding your phone, so you're like this.
I know my phone. Okay, for one, my phone is like very large, so it's very awkward to hold in general. Not fun. My phone literally weighs like 5 pounds with the OtterBox on it.
Dang, what kind of phone you got?
Galaxy Note 2.
Ah, yeah. I got it. I got a Note myself. I like the big ones. It's good for
Yeah.
watching YouTube videos. Mandeh button.
Dude. But if you put an OtterBox on it, you can see it literally adds like
Yeah.
an extra weight to it that is not needed.
Yeah. Now see, I had to go on eBay to find this. It's like this is a case. It's not a thick protective case. It's very, very thin. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's like I didn't mean to do that, but it's like it's not real thick. But the cool thing is the back of it. It has a kickstand.
Oh yeah.
I love that. It's like you can watch Netflix, you can watch YouTube videos, just set it down on the table. It's cool.
I actually had a phone like that. My first smartphone was the HTC Evo.
Yeah,
And it
mine
had-
too. And
Yeah.
I was addicted to the kickstands.
Yep. The only thing that was problem with mine, like I think I had 8 replacement Evos.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had one.
Well, usually like the charging port, I'd plug it in and go take it out, and the whole port would come out with the charging cord. So I'd be like, all right, I need a new phone again, yay!
Yay.
And then the last one, the kickstand like went out, and then it wouldn't go back in. Like I guess whatever the spring would just jam, and I'm like constantly had the kickstand sitting out like this instead of in the
Yeah,
little
it fits
groove.
in your pocket real good like that.
Yeah. So I eventually just shoved it back in and was like, don't care, never going to use this again.
Cell phone sticky.
Yeah.
Cell phone sticky.
Now back in the day, the Evo was the shit, man. That was
Oh yeah, it was like the first 4G phone. It was big. It was touchscreen. And it had Android, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Android!" Now I'm like, "Oh my god, I want my iPhone back."
really. So you like the iPhone?
Oh yeah, I would. If I could chuck this thing in front of a moving car tomorrow and get an iPhone, I would.
Yeah, but see, well, then we try to look at that teeny weeny little tiny screen that they have.
I would take it. See, every Android phone I've ever had has had like software issues, or it would glitch really hard and then crashing, and I never had that problem when I had my iPhone. My iPhone was really solid of a phone.
Yeah. Well, the shit just works. That's why those Apple people just love it. They announce a new product and they're like camping out for weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm not that type of person. I'll get it like a month later and not care. But my husband works for AT&T corporate, so if I ever really wanted to get my hands on one, I'd just be like, "Honey, can you bring me home an iPhone?"
Yeah, just fill his pockets full of them on the way home.
She's like, "All right, guys, we're good."
got about 18 or 19 of them here on me. I don't know. I didn't count. Just grabbing them, shoving them in every pocket.
We actually, when I worked for Radio Shack, we had a guy do that. And he didn't get caught, too. Like, everyone knew he did it, and he was bragging about it, but he never got arrested for it.
Damn. Now,
He
what?
was just like, iPod, phone.
Now, what's the deal? You go to Radio Shack, you just want to buy some goddamn batteries, and they want your phone number and your name and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
They would
just
push
give
that.
me the goddamn batteries.
No, because we had a bad number of battery hits we had to hit weekly. That's why they do it. And then they get your phone number so they can send you ads, because they're about to go out of business and they need everyone they can get.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I heard GameStop is going to close a bunch of stores.
Really?
150 out of 6,000, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
I hope they don't close my store.
Well, what they're doing is they're changing the company vision from, they're talking about getting away from games and going with tablets and phones. So
What?
Because everybody knows there's not enough places you can buy that shit.
I don't know.
I mean, GameStop has a good thing going for them. They're like, their pre-orders are they probably get more pre-orders than any other company.
Yeah. If you see a
Yeah.
line waiting for a game, it's usually at GameStop.
Mm-hmm. But they do have a lot of locations. And I'm sure their online sales are getting to be way, way higher than what their store sales are, and they don't have to pay for employees to manage it.
Absolutely.
Because their GameStop managers get paid bank.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They get paid like $50,000 to be a fucking GameStop manager.
Wow, I thought it was probably cheap. You know, it's like, well, it's like we don't pay very good, but it's cool. You get to hang out with video games.
Oh yeah, my husband used to work for a. Did you guys have Hollywood Video out there?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Well, they had a game company kind of the same way that it was called Game Crazy, and he worked for one of them. He's like, I literally just play Guitar Hero all day.
Cool.
He's like, I get my
Guitar Hero,
sales
now you're
in.
talking Flex's language, baby.
My husband's a huge guitar player. He's just like going at it. I'm like, I could never do that in my life.
Yeah.
I
How
bet-
He
many,
owns a bunch
how
of
many
stuff.
plastic, controllers have you got, Flex? I bet you got at least half a dozen.
I got at least half dozen guitar controllers. And I've got one real guitar, but I can't play it.
Oh,
I'm trying Rocksmith, but with my arm being screwed up and stuff, it's been kind of hard to get.
Well, you can't play it yet.
No.
yeah.
Well,
Never
I
give up.
haven't really had the opportunity to, because my shoulder's been screwed up, and it's like I couldn't even put the guitar over my shoulders.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a lot of arm strength and flexibility to do it.
Oh, yeah. Show her your new jewelry. Look what he's wearing around his neck.
That's the plate that used to be in my neck.
That's fucking awesome.
We can barely hear your mic, Flex. Can you hear him?
Kinda. I mean, I can make out what he's saying.
As long as you can make out what I'm saying.
Okay.
This mic isn't the best mic in the world.
Oop. There we go. Sorry about that.
All right. I like the whatever the hell that thing is behind you that's lit up. What is that?
It's
What's
bar
a sign? Bar.
This is our bar, so
The bar
sign.
is open.
You should
It's
play
got-
You should do like a video where you play a drinking game or something.
Oh, you don't want to see me do that.
It's like, okay, we're gonna play Call of Duty, and every time I die, I have to take a shot.
I wonder if you can post it on YouTube.
I
Why
did.
not?
I did.
Mm-mm.
Remember, Ian, when we had the drinking night? You didn't play, but it was a Friday night. And we
Yeah, because I
had
know like
Black Ops.
Twitch, for instance, is weird about it.
Twitch, they won't let you drink on camera.
Kinda. I think it's like once you get to the point where you're intoxicated, you shouldn't be on Twitch. I
Right.
know. I used to watch a streamer that streamed. Who was it? It's not Daisy Warzy. Yeah, and he got drunk one night on stream and like passed out like face down in his computer, and a Twitch admin came in and closed down his stream.
Damn. So you're not allowed to drink on stream. How
I
about
think you can
how about
kind of.
fornicating with pets?
Well,
That's your
we can read the
department.
term of service real quick. I think that's covered in there, just in case.
Now there's so many sick fucks out there. You'd probably get 1,000 concurrent viewers.
Dude, have you ever been on like Omegle?
I've heard of it.
Don't do it.
Are they curves?
How many penises do you want to see in one day is a good question.
The answer to your question is 0.
There you go.
Yeah, you go.
That's a good day. That's a good day.
Like chat roulette, but worse.
Omegle.
Yeah, I had a friend that was addicted to it, and I'm just like, no.
Man, it's fucking hot here in Oakland, California. Right now, I'll bet you, I don't know how hot it is, but it's like, oops, stop that. See, this is the current temperature.
What?
Wow.
It's
that's
85 degrees right now, and it's like 10:30.
Let's see what time. 10:30. What?
It's like my fan is going, and I got balls of sweat.
It must be like maybe 30 degrees outside.
Oh wow!
Maybe. But
Come to
We're like
sunny
in-
California.
we're in like tornado watch kind of right now.
tornado.
Because it went
watch
from like
mode.
30 degrees to like 85 degrees and back down to 30 degrees, and that starts to get kind of crazy.
So, have you ever seen a twister?
And we only had one land in Pittsburgh ever, and it landed in Mount Washington, which is like the biggest point in Pittsburgh, the highest point in Pittsburgh. It landed down, took out half the ghetto, flew away.
Wow. So if you did see one, would you like jump in your car and like grab your phone and start chasing after it?
I would bury myself in a hole and not come out.
So you're not a storm chaser?
There was actually a tornado that hit the city I live in now, like really bad, like 2 months before I moved here, and it took out like a good portion of the city. Like there was a house in the middle of the highway type tornado.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No one died, but
wow, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
Well, they had like this like bank in the parking lot of the shopping center, the Myers. It just like took out the whole bank and just flew away, and there was just a giant bolt sitting
Was
there.
there like money everywhere?
Mm-mm. That's the first thing I asked. I was like, just run out, grab money.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, the money made it all the way across town. It was everywhere.
It's probably like some random cornfield in some, I don't know.
People were risking their lives to go out there grubbing. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. This has been a good show so far. Mm-hmm. My balls are just getting too coated in perspiration.
TMI, TMI, TMI.
I'm sure you all appreciate that.
TMI.
That mental imagery. Stop and think about it.
Things that can't be unseen.
That's right. So this has been Bulletproof Underwear, episode 97. 97 episode. Yeah. Got your good old boys, Yam Juice.
And Flex.
And of course we got our super duper lovely charming guest, Miss Mandeh Button. Yeah! All right, so just keep cranking out them videos because I like watching them.
Thank you. I will do that.
There will be a link in the description. Follow her on Twitter. She's entertaining as well.
Sometimes.
Well, Drifter thought so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So you know, of course, you're no noob. You know what to do. Lex, your eyes freaking me out.
We actually can see his eyes for once.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the angle.
I figured you would be like this when you bring the glasses.
Oh, you
up.
mean like this?
Yeah.
No. He looked more like a flounder on acid.
You look more like Cheech and Chong together.
Man, that's some good shit, that Cheech and Chong.
Well, that's what my husband said the first time he watched like Bulletproof Underwear. He's like, that guy looks like fucking Cheech. I'm like, yeah, he fucking does.
Everybody thinks that. He'll probably go cash his checks.
Oh yeah, you could probably do it.
All right, so there's only one thing left to do, Mr. Flex.
Bye, kids.
Bloop.